Good evening, New York Nerd Show here with BitOfRits and Gizmo.
A bit of a change of plans.
Yes, it is.
Gizmo's actually here. He's snuggling with me, I think, to help me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
We had gotten the second vaccine 2 days ago.
Yep.
And it's been a little rough.
Yep. Bam, bam.
I'm not trying to dissuade anybody because I 100% am all for the vaccine, to be honest. Not to get all whatever political or whatever you want to say, but this is still better than how we felt when we had COVID, and it's going to be a short amount of time. The last time, the first vaccine took you, what, 2 days?
Yeah, about 2 days, and that rocked me pretty bad.
Yeah, and I kind of just felt like, maybe a little bit achy and tired, excuse me, for like a day or two. This is the second round. It didn't really hit me till yesterday midday, and I've been asleep all on and off all day.
Yeah.
In bed. I get like a second wind, third wind throughout the day. So I figured we normally do a show at 8. We should still do a show at 8, but we were not necessarily able to do the normal Ice Cream You Scream right now.
Yeah.
But we'll figure out when that's going to happen for real. But in the meantime, we figured we'd just do a quick video since, we've committed to you.
Exactly.
So we want to stick with it. So we're doing mail time mail call.
Yep.
And just show a couple things we've gotten in the mail recently.
Now, this one to kind of talk about, this is the latest issue of Retro Gamer, and it's got this awesome Back to the 90s feature. I got it really early this morning, or possibly even yesterday. We didn't grab our mail till today. But this made me really want to, when I was up today, this 90s thing, maybe want to think about games in the 90s that I never did play. So what I did today, actually, I just stopped it before this. I went back and I played the first in the series for Siphon Filter on the PlayStation, and also Silent Hill, a horror survival game.
I've heard of Silent Hill. I haven't heard of that first one.
Yeah.
Game Boy Color was 90s?
Yeah, it was. Came out in 1998.
I don't think I ever had a Game Boy Color. I had a Game Boy, and I guess my parents probably felt that was good enough until it really never died. I think I still have. Well, I don't know if the one we still have is the one that I had as a child.
Yeah.
But I don't recall it ever not working.
Yeah, and the Game Boys, yeah, those are like bricks, in a good way. The tanks, I guess, right?
Yeah, they go through Super Nintendo. That's what Super Nintendo look like?
In PAL regions.
Oh, I was gonna say that. Right, because it's a UK magazine. So yeah, because it has the colored buttons. I was a little confused by that for a second. And then Mega Drive, PlayStation, IBM clone / PC, and handhelds. Which shows the
Game Gear, like on the cover. Gear. I'd like to show one of the middle parts in it that I always thought was pretty cool already. I kind of scanned this a little bit today because, again, I guess nothing but time in some ways. So they have this nice little feature about the different machines. I should have put a paper. Posted in here or something, but there it is. Okay.
Oh,
it's pretty cool. It's a Mega Machines. It shows all of these systems that came out during the 1990s, including like BitOfRits showed, it's got the Game Gear, but it also has.
Yeah, well, there's your point.
Okay.
Teamwork.
Yeah, I know, right? Makes a dream work. So there's the original Sega CD, or the Mega Drive CD as it was known in Europe. But then, as we showed you before, there's the Super Nintendo. Again, the region out in PAL is what that looks like. We actually have some controllers from that region. Somehow we got those.
They're compatible with the.
Yeah. Yep. The accessories weren't region locked.
PAL is
European countries.
And then what's ours? Just North America?
NTSC.
Oh, NTSC.
It's North America, Canada, and I do believe Mexico. Correct me in the chat. This is one of my guilty pleasures, the Tiger Gamecom. That did come out the same year as the Game Boy Color. That's why it's right next to it. So basically, they have everything at the Saturn, the PlayStation, even the notorious Virtual Boy.
Oh, we have one of those.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's a great story. Why don't you tell the story of how we got our first one? It's one of those. AllThatPat always complains about how when you're in those forums and I got this really rare game, insert really rare game, insert really rare system for $5, $3, 50 cents. Well, we really did get a Virtual Boy way back when for a couple bucks.
Yeah, we actually had two of them. One I got it from a Craigslist ad in like Central New York, basically. The guy had like the Virtual Boy with the box and like a Game Boy or something. It was like $50, which was a great price.
What town is like Syracuse or
Fulton, New York?
Oh, Fulton. Okay.
You know, for the yeah.
For those who don't know what Central New York is,
right. And then
Fulton is north of Syracuse.
Of Syracuse, yeah, it's between Syracuse and Oswego. So we got one then, and then we also got one in Auburn. Is that where
it was like this giant, but we used to go there a bunch. I don't even think it's around.
I don't know,
because we drove through there once and we didn't see it open, but it might have just been. I don't know. It's like one of those things where we never intentionally went to it. We always like we're going somewhere else and we pass by and be like, oh, let's stop by that big building, and it's like a giant brick warehouse with several floors, and it was just stuff everywhere, and you kind of just walk through. Some parts were, I mean, it was organized overall.
The DVDs and CDs were organized. I don't think much else was.
Like it was like all the books were in one area, but it wasn't necessarily organized. It was like stacks of books everywhere. Yeah. And then there was like doll toys, all like
boxes of cords.
So like it was like organized, and that things of a certain genre is not the right word, item type were category. in an area, but then you had to like, it was like storage unit, like going through, and it was fun to go through all that stuff. And I mean, they definitely had like leaks in the roof and stuff, so some of the stuff would get messed up.
Sure,
and, you know, it was quite interesting. But yeah, we found the Virtual Boy, which I didn't even know what it was that we were looking at, but the woman was like, I don't even know if it turns on, you can have it. It was like $5.
Yeah,
she was like, I don't know, $5, whatever. And it had a game in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it had the system. And did it have a cord, or that's the thing that we?
No. So the controller plugs into it. It doesn't. It comes with a battery compartment that sticks in the bottom of it.
Okay.
It had that. It did not have a power supply.
Right, but the power supply is the same as Super Nintendo. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I did have the power supply that was Virtual Boy branded and it was in the box.
Yeah.
I did sell that. I sold that a while ago.
Now that came with it, or we had that separately?
We had that when I bought the one in Fulton. It came with that.
But yeah, so we brought it home and just plugged in the power supply in. It worked fine.
If I remember correctly, it was either the Fulton one or that one. It didn't work because we had it plugged in and I kept trying to get it to work. And I got up and I walked away. I'm like, dang it. And then all of a sudden I started hearing the music.
I don't know
like
if
10
it was
minutes
that
later.
one, you're right. I don't know if it was that one or the Fulton one, but like, yeah, it might have been that one. But yeah, you plugged in and it didn't seem like it worked, and then it like magically did work.
Yeah.
But it was, again, like maybe it was just taking a second to kind of warm up or whatever. And yeah, so then we tried to record something on. I mean, this was how many years ago at this point?
Oh, 6 years ago.
Yeah, at least. But I mean, for $5, and is that the one we still own now?
I would think so. Yeah. It's up in the attic actually right now in a box.
Like recording with it, but it was hard to get any kind of visual. But then we took a whole bunch of pictures and had Gizmo sit and look like we were taking pictures of Gizmo playing it.
You know, it's funny. Like, I know we're on a tangent that had nothing to do with this, really. Fine. But the Virtual Boy. So if you compare like two of the most notorious game systems of all time, Tiger Gamecom, Nintendo's Virtual Boy.
Great rapper. Great rappers.
Yes. Oh, notorious. Yeah. The Virtual Boy is superior. There's no getting around it because the games on the Virtual Boy, honestly, are actually pretty decent. Nothing on it is a system seller, but we've got a bunch of games. I've played most of them. I enjoy them.
Yeah, wait. Finish that.
Oh, okay. We've got probably there's 14 games that were released in the United States. I think that we have probably 7 or 8 of them. One's Japanese. Not looking to do complete on that because a couple of them are very expensive. Yeah, although Gamecom is insane. I had no idea that. But anyway, the point being is it's not as bad as people thought. The problem with the Virtual Boy and why it does get that rap is justifiable in the sense of Nintendo discontinued it after, I think, 7 months. I mean, like, it had no shelf life, and I think it might have had to do what they were afraid of getting sued. There's a lot of like, different, stories and urban myths and urban legends about people getting headaches and all that.
Oh, that, yeah. But I feel like even the original Nintendo has a whole booklet, and Super Nintendo, like,
causes seizures, take a break, and all that.
They shoved all that stuff in there. But I mean, it was a little awkward because of how big it was. But then that it sat on a table, so you're kind of like hunched up. But I've never, even though when we owned it, I didn't really play fully in a game. I was just excited that it worked. I don't think I really committed to playing any kind of game. But I did want to say, unless do you have any other thoughts on that? Because I want to.
We can do a whole video on Virtual Boy as long as I can get it working and fired up.
Yeah, we should. We definitely should. But the game that came with it, I think it was Mario Tennis or something.
I think it was Mario Tennis, yeah.
And it was like even the game by itself was worth more than $5 at the time.
Oh yeah, every Virtual Boy game, even back then, is worth more than $5.
Yeah.
The more we talk about this, I want to collect it, but we'll move on.
Well, not that we're not collecting it; we're just not going to play retail for it.
No, of course. There's a couple games that I definitely want to pick up that we don't have, like Mario Clash. I don't think we have that one, and that's like a 3D version of the original Mario Brothers game. That was fun.
Reasonable price, or you don't know?
Since the pandemic,
who
knows?
I mean, that's true. Yeah, everything.
Tetris really has gone through the roof. Just
really went up during the pandemic.
Yeah.
All right.
So
let's jump over.
Just definitely, if you can get this magazine, we always say get it to begin with. Great to subscribe to it. And this particular episode issue, the 90s, it's so cool. I mean, they also, in addition just to 90s stuff, they have a long feature of the Time Killer series that came out in the early 2000s. These are really cool 3D multiplayer first-person shooters. And part 2, you can even create your own maps. So much fun. And one other one that definitely stood out to me was a pretty extensive feature on Fighters Mega Mix.
Oh,
and
you have that for Gamecom.
They do actually cover it. Terrible version, but if you can get the Saturn version, definitely worthwhile. We have it over here somewhere. Yeah, I can see it.
And, as we've said before, so I usually get this for you as like part of a gift, like a birthday, Christmas gift or whatever. I would suggest definitely, do a search for coupon codes. You have to pay up front for like the whole year. So it's a hefty price because you're paying for a whole year, and it's because of shipping and all that. It's a little pricey, but I've never been able to. I've never purchased it without using a coupon code. And then once you're getting it, they usually send me like something in the mail that will be like, oh, extend your
subscription.
Thank you. I was gonna say prescription. That's not the right word. Subscription.
It's like a drug.
It is for you, but like as it's ending, and it's cheaper than buying them individually at like a Barnes & Noble, which is going to be probably $15 an issue. Maybe more by now, because that was a couple years ago. I think when I get it online with the code, it has ranged between probably $9 to $12 an issue.
Right.
So,
and if you're a big fan of games, like retro games, that's such a nice quality.
Yeah, it's a really nice magazine.
I don't get rid of them. They're all over here on my shelf.
They're collectible too. So even if you want to sell them or something afterwards, there's a market on eBay because people like the magazine. There's no other competition right now for physical magazines because Nintendo. Well, I guess GameStop would be the closest thing, but they're not retro.
Does not compare at all.
It's not retro. Yeah. So Nintendo magazine's gone. And all really
Electronics Gaming Monthly, Pro, they don't exist.
Ended. So anyway, all right, this is going to be super random. All that Pat did not know I picked this up. We recently, I don't think.
By the way, our tagline for this show, is that we don't remember what we buy, and we're surprised by what we buy. So you'll be surprised by what we buy. Okay.
Well, I did remember buying this. I just ordered it recently. I was surprised at how quickly it came. I think I got it like on eBay. And with like, what is it? Media mail. So sometimes it takes forever. I just got a book. It was supposed to be here April 2nd. It just came 20 days late, basically, because media mail is really hit or miss. Because it's like secondary in importance for the post office. So if they're really busy, the media mail, just if you aren't aware what media mail is that's the case.
With that being said, we suggest and we really implore you, don't complain. In a sense, because like we're we have no.
We sell things on eBay, and people get mad. It's like we don't really have control over what the post office does. And if you wanted things faster, and it says you're getting this media mail, then you can go ahead and pay for the extra money to get it faster. But that's just an aside. All right, so I'll let you open this. So we picked this up recently, and it was damaged. It's not for us, although we will watch it. Go ahead.
Oh.
Arr.
Oh no! Tell me. Imagine if it's stuck.
Oh no! It's just taped. There's like a receipt on it, which wouldn't matter. There's no price. It's gonna actually be a present for all that Pat's father. But why don't you share what it is?
That's awesome. Yeah. So basically, we recently picked up a couple of these series of the Ed Sullivan shows for the Beatles, as you can see. We got them in an estate sale, and
We didn't.
I don't know how much you paid for it because
check your stuff when you're at a garage sale or estate sale. We didn't even think to look through them, right? And
yeah, we just had a pile,
damage.
and then when I went to go pack it for my dad, I realized that it was sealed shut because of the water.
Yeah, I think that we just assumed it was like new.
Yeah, we just grabbed a pile of stuff and then.
And we just didn't even like inspect them. This is like
it's pristine
condition. Yeah. So there's a disc 1 and disc 2, and All That Pat's father, I guess, always kind of mentioned to him anyway. I've never heard the stories, but All That Pat was saying, like, how he can remember when the Beatles used to play on the Ed Sullivan Show. So this is 4 episodes of the Ed Sullivan Show, February 9th, 1964, February 16th, February 23rd, and September 12th. And there's a whole bunch of songs that they play. And, who's not a fan of the Beatles? If you're not, I apologize, but no good.
My dad, he literally would be like, Ed Sullivan Show, they came back, and he goes, the Beatles! And he does the whole thing. It's pretty funny. So
he's a big fan of the Beatles, if you can't tell. So so it's supposed to be the 4 most beloved shows in television history, they say, but at least the 4 best episodes of the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. 73 million Americans tuned in, and Beatlemania was born. So they also have 13 minutes of rare moments from the Ed Sullivan Show, including a brief interview conducted with the Beatles in London in 1964 for the release of A Hard Day's Night. Good song.
I think it was a movie too. I think it's what they're.
Do you have a favorite
Beatles song?
Beatles song.
I
like a lot of their songs. I don't like the
probably.
Go ahead.
I'd say either Let It Be.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my all-time favorites, or Across the Universe. I do like those a lot. My favorite song in general is Imagine by John Lennon, but it's not officially a Beatles song.
Yeah. I guess if you're watching, you want to leave a comment. We're curious. What's your favorite Beatles song? I like a lot of them. Definitely when I was a kid, Twist and Shout I'd play a lot. But I like all the upbeat, happy songs. I'm not
strangely, those are my least favorite.
What's the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Heart Club Band CD I own only because Lovely Rita is on it. But I can't say I particularly like any of the songs. I only bought it because my namesake song was on it, but I had never really heard it because that was before, internet and stuff where you could just look stuff up.
Right.
But I don't particularly enjoy it. When I was in school, we learned Yellow Submarine as a class, and we sing it at a
Octopus's Garden's good. Yeah. Penny Lane. There's so many good ones. It's like
I like Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. Let me see what ones they play on this. Hard Day's Night I like. 8 Days a Week.
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday's good. These are still like catchy, but not necessarily upbeat. Help, Ticket to Ride. I don't know what. Oh, they're not the Beatles. I was like, what's the mouse? Soupy Sales apparently plays the mouse. Comedy Routine by Alan and Rossi. That's funny. I Feel Fine. That's a good one. I don't know what I'm Down or Act Naturally are offhand. Maybe if I heard them. I Want to Hold Your Hand. I like that one.
Please, Twist and Shout.
Please, Please Me. All My Loving. I like Till There Was You.
She Loves You. Yeah.
Okay, I like that one. Yeah. I don't know what Till There Was You is.
I'm not sure either.
I Saw Her Standing There. Another I Want to Hold Your Hand. This Boy. I don't know that one. All My Loving. Yeah, they played again, I guess. And then From Me to You. I don't know that one either.
No. But we'll be watching.
Yep.
It's a very cool
stuff.
All right,
so this is super random. I was working on. I don't know if I should give the pre-story because I'll have you show it first, and then I'll give the pre. Oh, actually, wait. So we had one of these a while back. So
these are fantastic.
Ours just died after how many years? A long time ago.
Oh yeah.
We've had it for probably 10 years. So what this is you plug it in your car, and you can have an outlet to plug stuff in. So if we're working on our laptops or some technological device,
I'll be honest with you,
device.
My favorite thing that I ever used that for was the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put the actual console on the floor next to my feet and then play this bad boy. So it's like this is before the Switch even came out. That shows how long we've had it.
Yeah, you made
it my Switch before Switch existed.
Yeah, you made it portable.
Yep.
So this one happens to come with USB plugs also, which we don't typically need because the car has one. But I mean, it doesn't hurt to have extras.
No.
So this one is I'm hoping this lasts a decent amount of time. It was okay. Let me pause for a second. The one that we had before, which I already tossed out, actually, I think.
Did you?
But yeah, it was not working. But it was like $100.
Yeah.
And we felt it was worth it, you know, to pick that up because we do a lot of driving or whatever. This one now the prices have come down so much. It was like $25 on Amazon. It does feel less heavy duty. Like I just feel it feels cheaper. So the other one lasted like 10 years. I'll be happy if this one lasts a couple years.
The thing is though, that technology obviously, you know.
So maybe it's going to be fine. It just I don't know, because it's like the alloy metal. The other one was like this heavy duty plastic. Yeah. It was like, it felt like, you know, one of those bricks, like you could drop something on it and it would be fine. Yeah. But anyway, okay. And then the other thing is kind of what I was about to get at. So I'll show first.
Okay.
Not something we need at all, but you know, like so many other things.
I say that's the name of our show. What the?
Confetti high five.
What?
You give somebody hits your hand and it gives you a high five and it explodes confetti out of your high five. So I was looking online. I work in events and I was trying to find like these those confetti poppers that you use at, like, you know, some people use them at weddings or whatever. And I saw this thing and I'm like, what the heck is this? I think we need this.
Everybody we visit when we go to Syracuse next weekend is getting a confetti high five.
The only annoying thing about confetti is that it like gets everywhere, but this just looks so silly. So this one happens to be red and white colored confetti, and there were different color options that you could order. So I don't remember what they were, but if I got this on Amazon, it was actually the most, I looked on eBay also, and Amazon was the best price. They had probably like 8 different color options, like all white. I think there was like a blue and white, maybe black, purple. I don't even know. I would go check it out if you were interested. It was only like, it was under $10. I want to say it was like $8.
Do they sell like up? Oh, there you go.
They sell refills. So they did not have the red and white together as a refill, which I thought was kind of weird. But this one, I think these are all white. I don't even remember. And you would think that they would show it. They don't even say what the colors is. Isn't that weird?
High five.
Yes. So we'll have some fun with this and do maybe some pictures and recordings. But yeah, isn't that bizarre? They don't even say, I'll have to look at what I ordered. It doesn't even say what the colors are inside. Like, I mean, when I ordered it, it says it. So it says fun for birthdays, sporting event celebrations. Then it says it in Spanish. Adjustable Velcro strap, air powered, include 10 pellets of confetti in this, and this one has 5, I think. Yep, 5. So I don't know, I just thought this is cute. Please recycle pellets after use and do not refill. And it looks like there's like a little little piece of like foam that pops out when you hit it, so it can keep all the confetti in.
Can I say that the highlight of that?
Yeah.
Why I'm so excited you bought that?
Yeah.
After a year and a half of not touching people, everybody that we know is going to be vaccinated fully.
They're still not touching you.
I guess that's true. They're still not.
So it is like the little picture. Put on your hand. High five. Confetti.
We're totally going to do that to everyone we see, and we're going to film every single one, make a montage.
Sure. That would be cute. Like a celebration of being able to see people again.
I like it.
All right. So that was the last thing that I had for this mail time mail call.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
That I didn't get 40 birthday presents at.
Yeah, so thanks for joining us. Definitely check us out. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. I don't remember all the things.
If you share with other people, we appreciate that as well. Tomorrow will be our
on Friday, yeah.
It's Funko Royalty. So just kind of go through our schedule, our general schedule. Yeah, that's when we talk about Lord Cash's pop show. So generally speaking, that's what's going to be happening tomorrow.
Normally on Thursdays at 8 p.m. is the I Scream You Scream. Okay, so we don't know. We need Lord Cash to do this.
I know where it is.
But you know where it is, and this is the second time you're going through to try to find it. Go ahead. We're going to give you one more chance, and then we're just going to move on and just announce the things as best we can. There we go.
Okay.
Why don't we copy this into other folders?
All right. So anyway, tomorrow, all of our shows are basically generally at 8 p.m. Fridays is Funko Royalty, where again Lord Cash talks about the latest and greatest in Funko Pop collecting. He has he's got a ton of them. Let's just put it like that. He's going to be showing some of his most recent, I think, Walmart exclusives. He's going to be talking about tomorrow. Saturday is Mail Call and Mail Time. We're going to be showing the Dinosaur Dracula Fun Pack for the month.
Oh, okay.
And then Sunday we have Call of the Wild. We do have a lot of things that we got recently that we'd love to show you. Monday is Crazy Card Collecting. Tuesday is Slam Nation Wrestling. Wednesday is the Game Room. And Thursday nights, it is normally I Stream, You Stream. We had a little bit of a change in our schedule, but, it's all good.
Get your vaccine.
Yes, get your vaccine.
Even if you take 2 days off expect to take 2 days or 3 days off from work. I think it's funny because I'm trying to find a way to word this where basically I'm going to generalize it. There are places where you can get the vaccine for free based on maybe where you go to school or where you work or whatever. And I feel like they purposely put it on Fridays so that they know that you're probably going to need those 2 days to kind of recuperate.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't want you to take work days is what I'm kind of feeling like might be the case. But that's just my conspiracy theory.
I know I'm a school teacher and they actually give us up to 8 days total.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I have like where I work like it's like salary. So I have unlimited sick days and technically, but I definitely, I heard that it was going to be worse, but like, I don't know. Even when I had COVID, I kind of had flu-like symptoms. It wasn't like, I was tired and, laying in bed and achy, but I didn't have a fever and it wasn't like really anything worse than like a really rough cold or really not so bad flu is kind of how I would describe it. After the first day, I was definitely like tired and my arm was sore.
Of COVID or the vaccine?
Of the vaccine.
Oh, okay.
I was jumping. Sorry. Yes. So after the vaccine, I was tired and achy, but not as bad as you. You had like a fever and then
I had it terrible all 3 times.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I was like, oh, I'll be fine or whatever. And so, yeah, I was a little bit achy yesterday. And I went into work because I was like, oh, it's not too bad. But then throughout the day, it got kind of worse and worse. And I work like an hour and a half away from where I live. And I had asked my father to pick me up because I was like, I don't know if I can make it home. Like I'm like falling asleep at my desk. And luckily my brother went with him and picked up my car so that we didn't have to, try to figure that out. But I think, I'll be fine to go to work tomorrow and go from there.
Yeah, I think so too, man. We're at 2 days out now.
Yeah, they say 2 to 3 days usually.
Like for right now, it seems like for both of us, it kind of comes and goes. Like, I mean, when we get done with this, I might fall asleep. Granted, it's getting late anyway, but like,
not that late.
Well,
it's 8:30.
I'm a school teacher. My schedule is pretty tight on that.
Yeah, you definitely have to get up earlier than me. But anyway, so thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye, guys. By the way, adios.